Hello and welcome. It is game day 9 of the Basketball Champions League, and we are coming to you from Italy as we have Avellino facing off against Nanterre in Group D action. So two teams with distinctly different fortunes after last week's games, after game day 8, as the hometown team Avellino come into this game with a huge win against Sidigas last week, a game that really did help them with their chances of finishing in the top 4. They currently sit towards the bottom of the table, but their record means that if they are able to get a win here today, it will leapfrog them up the table as well. As we see the results then from Group D, 3 games having already taken place in this group. Nymburk, Sidigas, Telecom Baskets, Bonn, all victorious in the games yesterday. A big victory for Bonn, moving them up the league tables. But two teams here definitely with playoff sights in mind and a top 4 position in Group D. Nanterre really looked strong before their games last week, but now they sit in 5th position, albeit because they have played 1 game less than everybody else, bar Avellino. And either of these two teams with a victory could, probably would, jump into the top 4 spaces. So we said Avellino, the huge victory over Sidigas, who had only suffered defeat once before. And it was thanks to some hot shooting last week from the Italian sharpshooter, Ariel Falloy, who had 20 points, 5 threes for him on the night. And he really was a leader for his team to get that victory over Sidigas. There is the Nanterre lineup. And a new face today, number 22, Miles Hessen, the British international, is with his team, having re-signed in recent weeks. They have some familiar faces for BCL fans. Jamal Schuler played for Monaco last year, helping them reach the Final 4 of this competition. And it is a team that has a European pedigree, having come through the FIBA Euro Cup last year, the champions of that competition, beating Chalon and the Basketball Champions League team this year in the final. On the other side, Avellino, a rich lineup for them. We talked about Ariel Falloy and his big game. Look out for Jason Rich, the number 25, and then Thomas Scrub, the Canadian as well. A couple of other veteran faces, guys like Marty Lunan in there as well, really will help this Avellino team. Will they be able to build on that momentum from last week is the question. They had another strong performance domestically in this past week. They defeated Pesaro by 5 points on that particular occasion. And both these two teams come into this competition this year having finished in 3rd place in their league last year. Nanterre 3rd in Pro A, Avellino 3rd in Serie A. And now, really, they've been closely matched as well. Nanterre again, 3rd position right now in Pro A in France with an 8-5 record. For Avellino, they're in 2nd place, having moved up 8-3. They are sitting just behind their rivals there and ahead of EA7 Armani and Milan. They are all chasing Brescia, though, in Italy. The surprise leaders, perhaps. But Avellino getting that momentum coming into the game here tonight. So Nanterre out onto the floor. There is head coach Pascal Donadou on the sideline. Here's the man in charge. There's a Nanterre team which is coming into the game off that victory against Chalon, a team they always seem to be playing. They defeated them last year in the FIBA Euro Cup. They played them domestically this past weekend, getting victory. So here it is, the Avellino lineup coming out in front of their hometown supporters. We said it's a mix of some American imports and some real veteran presence. Guys like Fosenko, the 7'1" centre, and then Hamidi Ndai on the inside, give them 2 big bodies. There is Fresco setting to come out as Jason Rich goes through your picture, and then Hamidi Ndai, a man who fills up the highlight shows in Afro Basket Championships when he turns out for Senegal. And there's Players then huddle together before the coaches will shake hands. Little pre-game announcements over, and the players will set to get underway here. Third team of the evening, the three officials from Greece, España and Ukraine respectively. So we'll have two Ukrainians with Fezenko on the floor as well at some stage. No, Nanterre on the road this week. The frustration of that defeat last week. We didn't really talk about it, but they dropped the game against Chisinimberg at home last week. It really did put a dent in their qualification hopes. They had been so comfortable at that stage. They were sitting 5-2 towards the top of the table, tied with Sidigas. One game back, they would have been tied, but the top two teams both having tasted defeat. Nanterre going down to Nymburk. They are now chasing for second spot. As we see their starting lineup, it is Petway, Aminu, Konate, Shula and Shafadzik. The five out there on the floor. Jamal Shula, who played that great season with Monaco last year, hoping to bring over his performances to Nanterre this year. And there is Pascal Donadou, the man in charge of Nanterre, the man who was in the hot seat last year, leading his team to that victory in the FIBA Euro Cup. And now we look towards the Italian team, Avellino. Go through the final stages of their warm-up. Seeing if they can continue that momentum they've built up. And we'll be happy to come back here at home in the Palazzetto dello Sport, their hometown arena here in Avellino. These two teams did face off earlier in the season. We'll get to that as we see the five for Avellino. Falloy, Lunan, Lorenzo Docole, Jason Rich and Fezenko on the inside. As I said, these teams did face off against each other, and it was a disappointing night for Stefano Scapipanti, the head coach of Avellino, on that particular occasion. A high-scoring fourth quarter, 32-33. Wasn't enough for his team as they went down 89-81 on the first occasion these guys met. There was a strong performance again for Ariel Falloy, 19 points, but Jamal Shula, the star of the show, as we see Heko Shafadzik, he had a strong game with 21 points as well. And his backcourt combination really did help as Shula and Shafadzik made 9 threes between the two of them, leading their team Nanterre to the victory. For Avellino, they had 3 players in double figures, 4, excuse me. Jason Rich, Scrub and Fittipaldo joined Falloy, but it wasn't enough for them to record victory. Despite the fact that they shot the ball particularly well. 65% from two-point range they were, Avellino, but they gave up 15 offensive rebounds. That was a huge undoing for them as Nanterre shot 64 times in comparison to just the 56 for Avellino. Players then going through the final stages. It's a battle of green and white tonight. Both these clubs have the same colours, and it'll be the hometown team in white. Avellino, their green stripes. There's Hamadi and Dye shaking hands, and now Nanterre. We look towards their team. Wilson, Miles Hessen there, the new signing. We're in the number 22. It'll be his first game of the season for Nanterre. Hessen, the first game for him in nearly 9 months, apart from playing for the Great Britain national team in the November window. So we will have a bit of a presentation on the first basket tonight. I'll get to that. Don't be alarmed on the first score of the night. So, hello and welcome. It is game day 9 of the Basketball Champions League. Group D action. We do get underway, but with a violation. And the tip was taken too early by Fazenko. So it'll be sideline possession. Nanterre to bring it in. Petway looking up. Jason Rich having a little conversation. And we do finally get underway. Nanterre possession. Man-to-man defense for Avellino. Shafardzik finds Aminu wide open. His jump shot, though, bounces clear. And Avellino will bring it down. First possession for Falloy. Coming off that hot spell, Falloy. Remember the way he shot it last week. There's Lunan, another man who can hit from the perimeter. And this is on this particular occasion. Here comes Shafardzik. That backcourt battle will be one to keep an eye on. Shafardzik and Shula. And also the first 3 of the game falling. And here we see the presentation, as we said. The teddy bear toss taking place tonight. And fans all having brought a collection of toys. They'll be quickly collected up, all donated to charity. Fantastic to see. Fantastic event here in Avellino in preparation for Christmas. Last game before the break for this team. So all spectators invited to throw fluffy teddy bears onto the court. They would be donated to sick children in the local hospitals of the city of Avellino. And we see them all collected up. Good work by the court crew there, the volunteers. And the Avellino fans in holiday spirit. How they would love a victory to top that off as well. It was Petway that made that 3 just a second ago. The first score of the game for Nanterre. And after all of these teddies are collected, we will get back underway here. In front of these Avellino fans, there is Hiko Shafardzik, German international. Lunan is ready, and we will get back underway then after the teddy bear toss. It is Avellino searching for their first score. And they go once more to Lunan. Lunan backing it in as a couple of guys in the air. Finds Fazenko, who throws it down with some power. Oh, good finish from him. First score of the game then for Avellino. Aminu responds. Dunk of his own. Alade Aminu, a Afro basket champion in 2015 with Nigeria. Nigerian national team member alongside his brother, Al Farouk, who plays in the NBA. And so once more, it's a dunk fest here for Fazenko. Another dunk. Donadu, not a happy man with a defensive rotation. Wide open on the inside. A real breakdown for Nanterre there. Shafardzik waiting. Looking for Shula off that staggered screen. Now Petway and Ganate going the other way. Oh, good play to the inside. Aminu can't finish. And the rebound taken in by the big Fazenko again. Been everywhere so far. As Lunan gets another low post touch. They're trying to go to the inside. Avellino, as they've got that size advantage. It is a small but very quick team for Nanterre. Come with the double team, Shula. Petway is the man who will be whistled for the foul, I think. The camera's gone to Shula. Let's have a look. No, it is against Petway. He picks up his first. Rich now. Searching for his first points. That won't take long, surely. Right, this man puts the ball in the basket. He picks it up, draws the attention of two guys, finds the open shooter. Kurokoli knocks it down, his first points of the game. It's a strong start for Avellino. We said they must be confident coming in after that victory last week against Sidigas. And they're showing that right now. Petway puts it on the floor. Well, this is the battle, isn't it? Lunan has been continually taking Petway down into the low post. We said that Nanterre are a small but quick lineup. But then on the other end, Petway has a lot of touches here on the perimeter. He's already hit that three, and now they're trying to use him and his speed against Marty Lunan on the perimeter. Shula, one way, then the other off the screen. Kanate puts it on the floor, goes to Petway. Petway takes the tough one. Doesn't get it, no one in the paint trying to rebound for Nanterre. Falloy, drawing the attention of two players. Rich, the quick pass, and then it's taken away by great rotation from Aminu. Shula pulls up. Oh, Jamal Shula in transition, pulls up, knocks it down. He's an exciting player, Jamal Shula. Sometimes he takes some shots like this, but you cannot take it away from his game. Lisenko again, backing it down, straight around and over. Alade Aminu, who's given up a lot of size down there. Aminu on a tough night in the block. Petway now has the room to attack against Lunan. Gets into the lane, but it's rejected by Fesenko. Falloy in no hurry. Right now, size is winning over speed. And will that continue, though, as Fesenko will screen and roll? Rich kicks it out. Wide open, number three, but it comes up short. And a good hand, sees an offensive rebound go the way of Avellino. Again, that size of Fesenko really causing problems. A great move from Petway. But Fesenko there, the eraser, rubs out the mistake. And the rejection. Nanterre in transition. Shafardzik pushes and draws the foul. Kurokoli picks up his first. So substitutions. Marty Lunan will head to the bench for Avellino. And he is replaced by Andrea Zerini. Another quick shot from Nanterre, but they like this high-tempo game. Shafardzik, oh, the no-look pass. Aminu can't finish it. Great feed from Shafardzik there. Sold the defense with the eyes. Watch this. Look the other way. Zenko just not quite quick enough to get back into the play. Fouls Aminu, just trying to stop that easy too, and he did exactly what he was hoping to. And he saved his team a point because Alade Aminu misses the first. And the second. Falloy to Rich. More touches for Fesenko. This time it's tipped away by Petway. Rich still scoreless. Yet to take a shot, will bring it in. Gets the handoff. And now tries to shoot over Shafardzik. First look for him. Jason Rich comes in, averaging 17 a game. The lead man for Avellino. Aminu to come up there. Now Petway. Petway into the lane. Quick extra pass from Shafardzik. Shula thought he was going the way he snatched arms back. Then it comes up with nothing. And Avellino grabbed the rebound. Substitutions coming in for Avellino. More size for them, though. They are a big unit on the inside. Not quite as big as this man, though. Fesenko gets it. 4 on the clock for him. Oh, good feed for Fesenko, but the goalie couldn't finish. And this is the danger. Nanterre looking to run. You miss against the French team. They will push it in transition. Canate, he comes up short. And now they'll space and spread out this defense. Petway falls to the floor. The pass, though, deflected by Avellino out of bounds. And it is Hamidi Ndiaye and Thomas Scrub coming in for the first time. Fesenko will go out. There is Thomas Scrub, Canadian international. And Jason Rich going to the bench, scoreless. Sacripante. Quick 3 from Shula. He wanted the foul. Zerini. To Folloy. Folloy has had his 3-point threat taken away so far. Piccoli. To Folloy. There is the threat of Folloy. He's going to put it on the floor. Will get himself a trip to the line. Well, the scouting report talks about what a great shooter he is. Jamal Shula bit on the fake, and that's because of the way Folloy has shot the ball in recent weeks. Shula, that little jump, trying to take away the 3-point shot, gave the space that was needed for Folloy to get to the ring. And the foul did go against Shula. First points of the evening then for Ariel Folloy. And that strong game last week, 20 points for him. One hit the second, but now he gets the 3-point look. Doesn't go. He's another man who played Champions League basketball last year. Turned out for Venica. He also made the Final Four as Shafarzik got his first 3 to go. So we've got 2 players who played in the Final Four last year. Here tonight, neither of them playing on the club they played for at that particular occasion, though. Substitutions will come in soon for Nanterre. Folloy waits for the screen from Ndiaye. Hamidi Ndiaye rolling. Zerini for 3. Got a good look at it. Couldn't hit it. That's wide open. Aminu throws it down. Breakdown defensively for Avellino. They're going to call a timeout here. That's far too easy at this level. Lade Aminu just screens, rolls down the middle. And he dunks it home for an easy 2 and a 3-point lead for Nanterre. Timeout for Avellino. See if we can hear what they're going to talk about in their break.
Now we call outside. No, we call hand blue. Hand blue. Okay, Thomas take the best screen. We call hand blue. Hand blue, other side. Okay, other side on this. Hey, Dai, attention. Watch it when the big man go, you go come with him. We can do 1 step in out and after go.
Essaye de jouer là-dessus. On va jouer 0. Ok, tu te mets dans le diamant. Essaye de rentrer côté maille. Ok, pick and roll. Regarde s'ils inversent. Ok, et après on enchaîne avec Mice. Ok, c'est bon. Allez go.
Positive timeout for Nanterre. Good little run for them. Couple of easy baskets, and they will just try and wear you down with the pace of this lineup. You see Petway, one of those guys. He's got 3 points. But they'll wear you down in transition. They've got bodies to come in. Hamidi Ndiaye, can he have the effect on the inside that Fesenko did in the early stages of this game? First possession for Avellino. They're looking to go to Scrub on the inside. He's well guarded by Petway. And now they've got to go from the perimeter. 5 on the clock. Fittipaldo pulls up for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound kindly to Nanterre. And Wilson who finds Hessen, who is fouled. Jamal Wilson with a great pass. Just recognised the size difference of Miles Hessen, didn't he? Knew the British international would be able to take in the pass. The goalie goes out and picked up his second foul. And Jason Rich comes back in. Rich finding the first points. Shafarczyk into the lane. Now Aminu fading, tough shot. No scoring first quarter here. Rich. Oh, good feed. Ndiaye needs to finish. Can't, but he is fouled. Good play from Rich. Drew the double team. Fouls against Hessen. Shafarczyk will take a blow. Goes out, 3 points, 1 assist. Shafarczyk. As Steve Chuafe comes in, number 19. Ndiaye steadies himself. Can't get it. Aminu snatches in the rebound. So still 3-point advantage for Nanterre after the 2 misses from Hamady Ndiaye. Petway loses the ball, looks around. No foul though. Fittipaldo wants a quick screen. Back cut from Rich. Throws it down. Oh, well-designed play. Rich had all the space to cut back door. Good feed from Fittipaldo to find him wide open. Wilson handling the ball, skips it over to Petway. Petway dances into the lane. Can't finish the shot. Rebound taken in. Inside the final minute then as Rich again get a touch here. Tries to go high and is fouled. With a 4th team foul against Nanterre, so should be sideline possession. Don't think this will be in the act of shooting. Chuafe just reaching in. Fittipaldo waiting for Rich. Rich draws a lot of attention though now. Does manage to get it. Finds Ndiaye. Ndiaye over the smaller man. Can't finish the jump hook though. Petway with a good rotation defensively. Wilson kicks it out to Hessen. Hessen scoring threat. Puts it on the floor. Finds Aminu. And he puts it home. Great finish from Alade Aminu. The play was created by the penetration from Hessen. But still, the Nigerian international had a lot of work to do to finish over Hamady Ndiaye, and that's exactly what he did. Last 5 seconds, and Fittipaldo, I was going to say loses it. There was a chance for Wilson in transition, but it was called as a kick. Foot violation, so 2.8 seconds left for Avellino. Scrub will bring it in from the side. To the corner, wide open look, doesn't go, and the rebound taken by Nanterre, who will finish the first quarter in the lead. Well, an entertaining game this one, low scoring, but the two teams throwing some punches early. Nanterre lead it 15-12 on the road against Avellino. Look at the statistics. Avellino struggling from beyond the 3-point line, that's their big undoing. And really, Nanterre need to find a way just to get themselves to the line, get some easy points. Percentage-wise, they've been pretty good, but haven't been able to take enough shots, really, in that first quarter for the style that they like, this high-tempo game. Well, the start of the game, it was all about the power and the inside play of Avellino. And they really did try and take it to the ring. Fazenko had a great start, both offensively and defensively for them. Slowly but surely, though, the speed and the quickness of this Nanterre team changed this game. This is the finish from Fazenko. Started the game with back-to-back dunks, the big man. And for some three-point shooting. Just 1-3 for Avellino. That was it right there. As we just saw there, just 1 of 7. The 3, the make from De Cole. And for Nanterre, it was Shafardzic knocking it down, one of their 3 threes. As they've been led by a team game, really. Aminu has 6 points to lead the way, but he's one of a host of scorers for them. You really got to wonder, will the power game of Avellino wear down Nanterre, slow it down, or will Nanterre be able to keep this tempo high and use their quickness? Jason Rich will start us off. Former Florida State Seminole enters the ball, and now it will be opening possession of the second quarter for Avellino. The spin move from Scrub, who loses it. Manages to recover, finds Fittipaldo. Another miss from Avellino then. 1 of 8 they are now. Hessen grabs the rebound. Look at the numbers. Wilson pulls up and knocks it down. Well, they had a 3-on-1 break, Nanterre. You can see the way they love to play as Wilson pulls up for 3. Avellino to the inside once more. But the defense crowding him out. Scrub, the lefty, knocks it down. And Thomas Scrub playing in Italy now after some time in Finland and Germany. Hessen pulls up, can't hit. And Wilson with a great steal to find Aminu. Another quick shot for Nanterre. This is the way they play. Can't hit on this particular occasion, and now Rich will look to punish them. He can't from the field, but he will go to the line. Now Nanterre, they try and play quickly. You saw from Aminu, they got the steal. He took the quick one. It works when the shots are dropping, but if you fail to convert, it opens up the floor and the transition going the other way. It's exactly what happened. Substitutions. Konate comes back in. Chaffee goes out for Nanterre. There's some Rich. Misses his first. Rich, who spent the last 3 years in France playing his club basketball, last year with Paris Levallois, will know this team well in Nanterre, although it is a much changed Nanterre team from the one that won the FIBA Euro Cup last year. Wilson into the lane, kicks it. Konate, flat looking shot, doesn't go. Aminu's going to be called for the offensive foul. Clearly see that one, little push in the back on the rebound. First of the night for Alade Aminu. Will take a blow then. Goes to the bench, 3 of 7 from the field, 6 points, 3 rebounds. Now they go very small indeed. Assav Ductel comes in. Scrub knocks down the 3-point shot. Rare make for Nanterre. You can see the impact that Thomas Scrub has had. Wilson back to Schuler. Schuler, what, left wide open. That's just criminal defense. And you can see Coach Scrapipante telling his team, you've got to think, you can't leave that man open on the double team. Fittipaldi backs it out, trying to find some room. Goes to Lunan. Lunan throws it high, and Dye has it tipped away, but will go to the line for 2 shots. Johan Passaf-Dugtil, the man who commits the foul. He did well to get back into the play, really. Makes Dye earn his points from the line now. Bit of clarification on him. He's given up some size. Hamadi Dye listed 2 meters 13, 7 foot. And Passaf-Dugtil is 2 meters, 6 foot 7. He is undersized in that spot. And Dye makes the second. And now we'll get a bit of a breather for his replacement. Fezenko. Wilson falls to the floor, and a foul is called against Fittipaldo. Sideline possession for Nanterre then. Now screen for Kanate. He comes to collect the ball. And now they wait. The Schuler collects it. So used to him coming off those double screens. Hessen knocks down a 3 of his own. Hessen's got great range. Really versatile player. It's a tough matchup because he can hit the 3. Good athlete to go to the inside. Really strong. So that's going to be a good matchup against Lunan. Fezenko just struggling to make a pass there. Before Fittipaldo goes all the way. Oh, he broke the pressure well. Wilson's going to come quickly back the other way though. Kicks it, Hessen. Same spot. This time he moves it on. So Wilson finds the open man. Passaf-Dugtil knocks down his jump shot. And they play with such great spacing, Nanterre. Really give the ability to their guards to go one-on-one, break their man down. And if you help, you've got a host of players that can make it from the perimeter. Here's someone who can make it from the perimeter as well, Scrub. And the foul is one that is not liked by Passaf-Dugtil. Well, he is just going into his man. It's unlucky. But I think it's the right call. Wilson went out. Saw him limping there. Have to check, make sure he's okay. Shafadzik comes back in. Scrub loses it before he finds Lunan. Lunan steps back. Tough shot. Good defense from Nanterre. Here they come in transition once again. Hessen open. Can't take the pass though, well deflected away by Lunan and saved by Avellino. Now Scrub in transition. Can't finish, second attempt. Third attempt, he gets it to go. Well, Thomas Scrub staying with it is rewarded for the tenacity. And what a game he's having off the bench. 7 points personal for Scrub. And he's got his team within 2 as Nanterre are going to call a timeout. Couple of times Nanterre, they do like to run, they like to play fast, but they need to make a better decision than that.
Quand il y a un pick and roll ici, là on vient pas aider, hein. On vient aider à l'opposé. Et là on vient pas aider. Okay. Là on reste côté ballon. Okay. The play is going.
You play the double eye with on zap. You go number 4 side, flare, and number 5 screen. I want that you play this. We have 1, 2, and we use the head. Also with the head. You roll inside for that. Martin, hey, now on up. The second we go fist down for face. 1, 2, 3. Go.
Coaches organising the teams offensively, drawing up the plays. See who can have success coming out of the timeout then. So, good game we've had here as the double team comes on Shafardzic. He manages to find his man, and now Shula will wait. As it's a 2-point game. 25 plays 23. Shula off the screen finds his man. Pascal Donou goes down the middle. Passavdugtil with the finish. There's a great pass from Shula. Bounced it up nicely. It was a really easy finish for a man of Passav's abilities. Good extra pass. Scrub for 3. Can't hit it. Now kick ahead. Shula will go one-on-one behind the back. Shula finds Konate, and now Hessen for 3. Miles Hessen just too strong on a great look. Has made one already. Fittipaldo to Lunin. And now they go to the inside with this mismatch. Zenko, though, couldn't finish. Frustrated. That's going to be the 3rd foul on Passavdugtil. Just got him in the air, didn't he? Good fake from Fazenko. The man was coming down on him, and Alade Aminu's going to have to come back. First is good. Konate goes out. Petway back in. Quick 3 from Shula. Doesn't go on this occasion. That's the leash you have to give him. You know he can make them. He's already made a couple. And then he'll get the steal. Hessen pushing in transition. Takes the contact, but it's taken away by Rich. Great work from him. And back in the play. Now he'll go one-on-one all the way. Rich. Too strong. The rebound won by Fasenko. He'll power it up and gets himself to the line. This is the problem for Nanterre. The strength on the inside, the depth. See, they've got 2 players around, but Fasenko causing problems for them. 8 points, 4 rebounds for the big man. This is his first free throw, though. Maybe his previous 2. Second is good. Strong drive again from Hessen. Oh, he is an offensive threat, Miles Hessen. Nice scoring punch he has provided off the bench. 5 points for him. There's Rich. Still hasn't got it going yet. 1 of 4 he is from the field now. Petway wants the screen to come from Aminu. Petway waits. There's Shula. Finds some room, only goes to Petway. Shot clock buzzer goes. And Petway's got it jammed between the ring and the backboard. Another great offense from Nanterre. Didn't really get the penetration they were looking for. And they're going to substitute here. Jean-Marc Panza will come in for the first time. See what he can do to try and slow down this inside domination. And it's happened so far in this one for Avellino.
Après, vous rappelez ce qu'on a dit sur les fins de situation. Restez pas sur l'isolation. Mike, c'est possible que tu viennes toi sur le pick and roll. Ok, quand il reste pas beaucoup. Hein, mais ne restez pas sur l'isolation. Quelle est la touche? Demande.
We are number 2, number 4, 5, 1, 3. Number 2 screen for fast. Okay, ball in.
In the middle, left or no? Straight up. The side, straight up.
Yeah.
What?
No, my bad. Push on the screen.
In the middle.
Yeah, okay, left. In the middle, left. Yeah. Hey, attention. Hey, guys. Now, full court. When you're out of bounds, stay like this. And after we trap him in. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
The pressure looks like it's coming from Avellino then. See if they can turn over Nanterre. Been an entertaining game so far here in Avellino. Enjoyed watching it with you on livebasketball.tv. This Group D really is setting up to be a close one as we get to the business end of the season. And Avellino now want to go to the inside for Zenko. Goes immediately right at the young 20-year-old Jean-Marc Anser, who has come in, and he also struggles to try and take away this threat. Zenko did not play in the game against these teams the first time out, and he has been a handful. On the inside is now he's going to get the block, and Hessen is going to pick up the cheap foul. Hessen reaches in, the frustration. Getting his shot blocked, second foul against him. He does have a tendency to commit the cheap ones like that. Zenko at the line. 11 points, 5 rebounds for him. Consider get the free throw. Perfect 4 of 4 from the field. There it is, that number. So that's 13 points, 5 rebounds, 2 blocks as well. Hessen's going to go out. Interesting move here. Nanterre struggling to guard the inside power of Avellino. We're going to go even smaller. They bring in Wilson for Hessen. Petway pushes his man out of the way to go against Lunan. This is a matchup we saw early. Lunan does a great job defensively. Shot clock to 3. And a foul is going to be called. Oh, you can see the frustration. Scrub picks it up. Schuler just so smart. Watch this. He just sells the fake because he feels the contact, the hand on the body. It is a cheap foul for Scrub to give up. It's the second foul against Avellino, though. Schuler uses this high screen from Panzer one way then the other. Kicks it out. Wilson has to pick it up now with 2 on the clock. 1, not sure he knows. No, he makes it, but it's after the buzzer. Wilson didn't get it away in time. Jamal Wilson averaging 10 points per game, 4 assists. Zenko again, same play for low post touch, no help coming. Panzer can't hold his ground, and Zenko is going to have a career night here. 15 points personal now for the big man. Wilson trying to find a little bit of room. Gets it to Panzer, and he will respond. Well, good work from the 20-year-old. Gave up some points at one end, but he's making up for it. Got some points of his own as it's Rich's turn to post. He can't score. Zenko got a good tip. And now he's going to get the dunk. Well, even when he didn't get the offensive rebound. Murillo for Zenko continues his fantastic game here. Schuler gets himself to the line. Hasn't happened a lot for Nanterre tonight at the foul line. It's going to be the 3rd and 4th free throws of the evening for them. They went 0 for 2 on the first trip. And Dyer's going to come back in, and the crowd rise to their feet to applaud the strong play of Fesenko. The 30-year-old Ukrainian really has had a strong game in this first half. Jamal Shula, 7 points for him. Second is good. Inside this final minute. Rich off the screen is going to be fouled by Panzer. It's a silly mistake from him. The 20-year-old showed his enthusiasm, but at the same time, his lack of experience. Fouls Jason Rich going towards the halfway line, not really being a threat to score. And it means Rich will be at the free throw line. Noonan goes out. Rich. Oh. Jason Rich. 3 points, 1 of 3 from the line. And this is a guy who scores in a hurry. 17 points he averages in the Basketball Champions League up until this stage. Watch out for him to have a big second half, but he's fair dues to him, fair credit that he's allowed Fesenko to be the star so far. And look for Shafardzik in the corner, tipped away. .34 seconds left. Petway, right down the middle, can't finish. And it's the defensive rebound taken in by Zerini. Chance for Avellino to hold. There is difference between the shot and game clock though. Ball will go back to Nanterre as Rich goes all the way, throws it up, and then Dye throws it down. The lob called up high by Hamady Ndiaye. Wilson, one final chance. Can't finish. Fittipaldi from his own half. What a first half. What a second quarter, really, from Avellino. They stuck around and they've used a great game on the inside from Big Fesenko to open up this 37-33 lead here at the half. Teams will go to the locker room then, and there's a lot of talk to be done. A 25-18 second quarter in favor of Avellino has really helped them despite the struggles from beyond the three-point line. 11 for 20 they are from two-point range, and a lot of those are with big man Fesenko. He is 6 of 7 from the field. He has 6 rebounds, 2 blocks, 17 points in the first half. And when you consider he's only scored 13 points on the whole season up until this point, Fesenko, you can see what a game he is having. Albeit he has only played 2 games up until now. But what a return he is for this Italian team. Well, Nanterre, who he said came into the game with the disappointment of that loss against just Nürnberg last week. A loss that saw Nürnberg kind of leapfrog them in the league tables in Group D, and now they're trying to recover. A loss here tonight. We'll see Avellino, after that huge win against Besiktas, move up the table even more. And there is a lot to talk about in the halftime locker room, especially how they're going to slow that man down. Fesenko will have highlight after highlight for you here as we're going to take a break, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes time. Make sure you stay with us here for what is setting up to be a fine second half of action in game day 9 of the Basketball Champions League. Welcome back to Avellino. Half-time here. What has been a highly entertaining game. The two teams currently on the outside looking upwards towards the top 4 in Group D. And it really has been a battle of two distinctly different teams. The slow-down nature, the inside power of Avellino currently sits in the lead, 37-33. As the speed and quickness of Nanterre has been held back, and really it's because of one man. Krylo Frazenko, the 7-1 Ukrainian, has been a man on a mission here in the first half for Avellino. 17.6 rebounds, 2 blocks for him. He's 6 of 7 from the field, 5 of 6 from the line, and right now Nanterre have no answer for the big centre. Alade Aminu is their best bet. He picked up 2 fouls and was sent to the bench to try and save him for the second half. They tried some other options, but substitute Johan Pesavdukdil picked up 3 fouls in 3 minutes. And then 20-year-old Panzer had a tough, Jean-Marc Panzer had a tough time. Despite the fact he recorded 2 points and 2 rebounds, he gave up, I think, 3 straight baskets to Frazenko. You see there, right in the middle of your picture. He came into this one, Frazenko, having only scored 13 points the whole of the season, albeit in 2 games. Those 2 games against Sidigas. Really, he has been superb here tonight so far. The question is, what will Nanterre do against the big man on the inside? How can they play to try and slow him down? They're going to change their starting lineup a little here in the second half, as we see Miles Hessen walking out onto the floor. And it'll be interesting to see what Coach Pascal Donadou has lined up for the second half, if there's going to be any sort of changes tactically from him. Nanterre out on the floor. Aminu, Konate, Schuler, Shafarczyk and Hessen is their 5. And on the other side, Avellino will start on the defensive end. Fittipaldo, Lunen, Falloy, Rich and Frazenko. Falloy, who came into this one as kind of the star from last week, having 20 points, 5 threes in that huge win for them over Sidigas. 0 for 1 from the field, just 1 point from the line for him in that first 20 minutes. But so many of these Avellino players are below their average just because, unselfishly, they just carried on feeding the hot hand, carried on feeding the big dog on the inside, Frazenko. And now Shafarczyk will have the ball in the opening possession. He pulls up off the glass, kisses it for 2. Shafarczyk, 5 points now for him. And despite that huge game of Frazenko, it is, of course, still just a 2-point lead. Rich finds Frazenko, kicks it out. Falloy, well, right on cue. The tactic was to crowd out Frazenko, and that's the problem. You put bodies around him, and you fill the lane, you leave Falloy open, and he is automatic from beyond the 3-point line. Shafarczyk kicks it, Konate stepping inside. Foul is whistled. Konate's been quiet here tonight. Still searching for his first point. He's the one man that played for the French national team in the November window, the European qualifiers for the World Cup. On this lineup. There's Shafarczyk. Can't hit. Falloy in no hurry. Rich to Lunen, skips it. Falloy, another one. Watch out, Falloy finding that range. Back-to-back threes. Well, almost on cue, as I said. He was quiet in that first half. He went 5 of 10 last week for 3. And he is a man who's hit at least 1 3 in every game bar 1 this season. And he's hit 3 or more 4 times in the 8 games that he's played. So watch out as a quick run. 6-0 to start the second half for Nanterre, forced into calling a timeout here. Well, the tactic from Nanterre Wants to put more bodies in the paint, try and get the ball out of Fesenko's hands. Unfortunately for them, too much off the ball has just left Valoy open. And he is the one man that you don't want to leave with a free shot. Shooting 42% on the season, he is. And you can see points in the paint for Avellino. 20 points of their 43. And the crowd here treated us to a teddy bear toss to start the game, and they donated soft toys for sick children in the city. And they've been given a present of their own. This performance so far, 8-point lead now for them. Shafardzik gives it over to Shula. They've got to get him going. 8 points for Shula. Kanate finds it. Aminu scores. Well, this is what we saw early on. Them really trying to isolate Fesenko on the defensive end of the floor. He doesn't have great foot speed. When he's given up at that end, he's more than made up for down here. Rich into the lane, shoots it high, doesn't get it. Look who's there. Fesenko back to the line for two more. Well, every time somebody else takes a shot, if they miss, Fesenko is just there to clean it up. Third offensive rebound of the game for him. Have a chance to add two more to his already big total. There's Ariel Valoy. Fesenko made the first and the second, and really that is the icing on the cake for the big man to shoot it as well as he does on the foul line. 19 now for Fesenko. Shula waits for the screen. They'll try and go at Fesenko once more. No. Defense does a good job getting into the hands of Hessen, who glides in but fails to convert. Now they go the other way. Lunan. Rich for three. Can't hit. Shula forces it up. Gets knocked to the floor and he comes up holding the ankle. Avellino looking to run. And it's tipped out of bounds. He'll stay with Avellino. And we're a transition opportunity for them. They've controlled this tempo beautifully against the Nanterre team they know wants to run up and down. Chuafe comes back in. And Shula goes out. Have to check he's going to be okay. Seemed to be walking no problem when he went to the sideline. Valoy. God, is so tightly this time. As now it's Fesenko stepping through on a move. Oh, great footwork from Fesenko. Sold the little fake. Moved the defense away, and he's on 21 points now. 7 for 8 from the field. Hessen's going to be called for the travel. Nanterre going to have to go bigger here. They're going to bring back number 42, Jean-Pascal Dutil for Aminu. See if he can have any better luck. He's picked up 3 fouls in 3 minutes in the first half. He's now all the way. Look at that. Fittipaldo, far too easy for him. The defense so focused on the threat of Fesenko. What a third quarter this has been. 13-4. Fittipaldo picks up the foul. Oh, Kanate. Oh, great hesitation. He's going to be called for the unsportsmanlike foul. That was a really nice move from Kanate. Watch this little stop. Gets the defense up and then goes again. Yeah, clear unsportsmanlike. No play for the ball. Fesenko just out of position. So back comes Petway. He replaces Hessen. Canate with the score. First point of the evening for him. Said he did play for France in the November window qualification. A limited role. Jason Rich looks on. 10-point game now after those free throws. Still plenty of time left. Rafe picks it up. Finds Canate. Canate. I want the ball to go to the inside. Fesenko with another block. Third of the evening for him. Rich stops, fires. String music from Jason Rich. Little fist pumps from the bench. He said Rich will not be held for the whole game, that's for sure. I mean, he's struggling, just 2 of 8. As Shafardzik responds immediately. Feel like they're hanging on right now. Nanterre. Foul is going to be called against Rafe. Lunin will head to the bench. So look, yeah, just holding on to the arm of Falloy. Lunin goes out. 6 assists for Marty Lunin. Scoreless, but he's one of those players who said has sacrificed himself for the good of the team. Feeding big Fesenko as Rich now. He's trying to add his scoring punch. Better box out from Nanterre. And now Rich is going to take it away from Shafardzik. Rich with the finish. Oh, Jason Rich missed the jump shot, stayed with it though. Gets the steal. And the finish. 9 points for him. He's starting to heat up. Shafardzik off the dribble. Doesn't hit that one. Great work from Canate on the boards. Shafardzik once more. So they go to the inside. No help coming though. It's going to be one-on-one. Canate forces it up, but won't get it away in time. Second 24-second violation against Nanterre this game. Coach Donadou is not happy. Fesenko will go to the bench for a well-earned break. 21 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 blocks for him. Yeah, that's the right call. The officials on top of it, as always. Rich will also go out as Thomas Scrub comes in. Interesting. And where does the scoring come from now for Avellino? You've got to think this is probably the chance for Nanterre to get a little run going with both Rich and Fesenko on the bench. They trail by 12. Petway gets it back, sets the feet. In and out from him. Dye couldn't take in the rebound. Scrub. Back to Falloy. Falloy finds Zerini. In and out. Both teams, great opportunity. A foul to make. Shafardzik trying to find some room. Here he is. Waiting for Canate. His jumper is good. Canate knocks it down, gets them within single digits now then. First field goal of the game for Canate. This is the opportunity for Nanterre. Scrub in the lane. Oh, great touch from Thomas Scrub. This is a man who knows how to win. Won 5 straight college championships in Canada, his home country. Canate into the lane. Fades, gets it to go. Back-to-back scores for Canate. Scoreless at the half. He's started to get going now. 7 points for him in the third period. Falloy. To the corner, Scrub. Can't get it. Petway grabs in the rebound, and it's Shafarzik to push in transition. Shuafe, well cut off. Good defense from Falloy. Shuafe takes the three, another one for Nanterre. And they brought their shooting in this third quarter. They are within 6 now. We said this is the opportunity for them to get the run. No Rich, no Fesenko on the floor. Fittipaldi pulls up, knocks it down. Oh, the shootout here. Third quarter, both teams came in and have knocked it down with consistency. Avellino were 2 for 11 at the half from beyond the three-point line. Now 6 of 19 as an offensive foul is called. Substitutions, Dirkali comes back in. Oh, there's the foul, clear. Illegal screen set by Pasat Couture. And it's going to be foul number 4 against him. It's a shame because he was having success for his team who remain on the floor. And jump shot for the Fittipaldi. Heat check for him, made the previous one. Canate with the cut, well guarded. Shuafe made one, can't hit it. Easy rebound for Avellino. Inside this final minute of the third quarter, it's gone by in a flash. This third period. Really enjoyed the game so far. And Scrub trying to find some room. Shot clock below 10, throws it high, and Dye. Comes up struggling. And Dye roll into the ring, gets the pass. Strong foul from Petway. He is a highlight machine when he gets going, Hamady Ndiaye. Senegalese international. Played Afro Basket Championships, and I remember seeing him in the Ivory Coast, Côte d'Ivoire, 2013. He really would electrify the crowds, both offensively and defensively. A ring protector, the big man. And now he's got to finish on the free throw line, which he fails to do. Just 1 of 5 now. Hamady Ndiaye. See 3 points. Struggles for him at the free throw line, and he mixes them both. Remains a single-digit game. 35 seconds remaining. Shafarzik will go quickly, pulls up, buries it. And it's a smart play because they're going to get another shot here as well. Shafarzik wants the foul. He won't get it. They're within 6, Nanterre. They need a stop here. As Rich is back on the floor, he's holding and waiting. He goes now with 10 seconds on the clock, but it's taken away. Saved high. Rich pulls up. Taken away by Canate from behind. Final couple of seconds. Shafarzik for 3. Doesn't go. And that is the end of the third quarter. Well, full of action the final few seconds. But this one's still very much alive. Nanterre, who were dominated in the early stages of the third quarter, have clawed their way back within 6. It is Avellino 59, Nanterre 53. Well, some discussion in the arena here. You can hear the voices because Avellino looking so comfortable for large sections of that game. And really did look like they'd turned the screws enough in the third quarter, but then Nanterre have come flying back into this one. He's shooting from the perimeter, especially Shafardzik. Has 11 points as the first guy into double figures for Nanterre. 3 for 5. He is from beyond the three-point line. And then Kanate as well, who scored all 7 of his points in that third quarter, have brought their team back in to the game. Fesenko continued his strong play with 21 points now, and Jason Rich as well really has helped his team. 9 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, although he is just 3 of 11 from the field. Here is one of his scores after the steal. And this team will need a bit more of that in this fourth and final period. This is the spell where Kanate got hot. 5 in a row from him, the 3, and then a 2 straight away afterwards. Here it is. Tough pull-up from the French international, 26-year-old. Another 3, this time Chuafe. His only points of the game so far. Shootout continued. Avellino 6 for 21. Now they started at 1 for 8. So here's their 5 for the lot. There were 5 for 11 at one stage across the second and third quarters. As now they will have the ball starting this fourth period. 6-point lead for them. Fesenko stays on the bench. I want to use him at the end of the game. And Dye is out there. As the 3 is up and good. Zarini knocks down his second triple. So response from Petway. Oh, it's a shootout here. Looking there, yeah, the scoreboard's slow to correct itself. And that's what we're playing with now. 62-56. 6-point game. Both teams traded threes. And Dyer catches it low. They don't want to foul. Well, they do want to foul and send him to the line, and Dyer, because he's just 1 of 6. But unfortunately, Kassav Dutil, the man who's guarding him, has 4 personal fouls. So he doesn't want to use his 5th one so early in this fourth quarter. Off the screen. Feeds Passav on the inside. Another shot clock violation against Nanterre, their 3rd of the game. Credit to the defense from Avellino. To the inside, and Dye is fouled, unsportsmanlike. Well, he comes up holding the wrist. That happened when he fell to the floor, I think, and Dye. Shafardzik was the man who committed the foul. There was a hard foul there. Oh, and you could see it's a heavy fall for Ndai on that left wrist. And put it down underneath him. And this may work in the favour of Avellino. If Ndai has to go out, they bring in Fesenko. Fesenko 7 of 8 from the line, and Dye just 1 of 6. Jason Rich is telling him, and Dye, you know, Jason Rich has just said to him, if your wrist is bad, sub yourself out. He's almost told him to go to the bench. And look at this, smart play. Put these points down for Rich, as he's going to sub out the man who's now 1 of 6 on the line and actually bring in Marty Lunan rather than Fesenko, which surprises me. But Lunan, a great shooter, yet to score tonight. Of course, nothing but a bottom of the net for him. He'll get the second. Gets him off the mark. Schuler's going to come back. They'll have fourth quarter of Jamal Schuler getting hot on Nanterre. He definitely has that ability. Petway is the man that makes way. Rich off the screen. So Lunan thought about it, but is in no hurry. And feed to the inside, good take. Zerini, his pass deflected. And we'll go out of bounds, 10 seconds left on the clock. Rich, trigger man. Finds Lunan. Lunan takes the three. Oh, Marty Lunan. He saw the foul shots drop, and that's got him going. 5 points for him in a row. What a substitution that was. Him coming in to replace the injured Hamady and Dye. Shafardzic has some room. Goes to Petway. Foul against Zerini. So smaller lineup for Avellino now. A bit better defensively perhaps, a lot more switching for them. Nothing they can do to stop Jamal Schuler. Instead, he's a guy who can get going in a hurry and put up big points. Lunan skips it. And now they feed to the inside. Zerini can't finish, stays with it, and he's fouled. That just can't happen for Nanterre. They've given up points to Versenko because of his size, but then look at this. You know, the offensive rebound and foul. Zerini playing out of position. He's still having a productive time on the inside. And you cannot allow points in the paint the way Nanterre have if you're trying to win a game in the Basketball Champions League. 2 more from the line. Zerini will then go out. And they've now got the luxury of bringing in Versenko. A 12-point lead for Avellino as well. That way. Looking to the inside. Kick. Shin. Versenko. Schuler closely guarded by Rich. Schuler goes high. Foul. Okole will pick it up. I'm not sure how he's complaining. He jumped. He hit body to body with Passav Tutil and knocked him off course. He was easily going to take a pass in. Schuler brings it in. Petway takes the three off the screen, knocks it down. 11th three of the evening for Nanterre. Again, they're within single digits, but the closest they got was 6 in that third quarter. Every time, Avellino seems to have the response, and this may be it to the inside for Versenko. Look at him forcing his way into the paint now on the block. Travel. A rare turnover for Versenko. Schuler for three. Doesn't get it. It was a good look. Now Rich for three. In and out from him. Pull up Petway. Oh, knocks it down. Petway 4 of 6 from beyond the three-point line. And here comes Nanterre once again. Look at this. The hands were down from Lunan. And Petway makes him pay. 12 points for Petway, all from beyond the three-point line. And a stunned silence here in Avellino.
When Petway play pick and roll with number 5, we switch, but you switch like this. Okay? I don't want 3 points. And Marty play 1-1 in defense here. Okay? Now in offense we call flat. Abbiamo Ariel per Lorenzo. In offense we call flat. And matchup we have 2 fouls. Come on. Now it's important. Now it's important.
The 4-man control. The 4-man control the drive. The 5-man stay. 1-4 come up.
Where does he go?
So he's coming right here. He's not set. He's just going straight out. He's not even set. He's going straight out.
Hey, stay in zone. Hey, oh, de temps en temps sur les pick and roll. Joe, mets de l'agressivité. Quand vous voyez que Joe, il met de l'agressivité.
Riley Endai then on the bench after hurting that left wrist on the heavy fall. Solid game for him, 5 points in 13 minutes. So the discussion coming out of the timeout from Nanterre. They're trying to figure out this offense from Avellino. See what they can do to slow it down. Screen's coming, a slip from Fosenko. And he turns it over. Great recovery from Petway. Covered such distance on their weak-hand side of the floor. Shafards it. Sabitua has to kick it out. He'll screen again. They're trying to pull Fosenko away from the basket as Kanate gets the finish. Now they're within 4. Nanterre will not die in this game. Still 5 minutes left. Floyd to scrub. Back to Floyd. The 3 from Rich is good. No, the defense is trying to take away that pass to Fosenko and is just too late in getting back to Jason Rich. Rich really has got going in this second half. 12 points for him now. That way, feeling it. Doesn't get that one though. The opportunity to attack against the slower Fosenko. Decided for the 3. It didn't work. Rich now, trying to find some room. Spins, hangs. Foul. It looks like it's against Kanate. So the foul was called against Nanterre. Looks like it was against Petway. On my statistics, we'll have to get that one confirmed. Rich will be at the line for 2 shots. And we return. Timeout, 4:14 remaining.
Va bene uno, it's okay one, and we can call 1 time fist down. Va bene, se andiamo lungo siamo 2 mano. Okay, chiami 2 mano. Now it's important we play defense, guys. Hey, now it's defense. 1, 2, 3.
A lot of time left. Once again, Nanterre got it within 4. Avellino have the response. And it's been that way throughout this game, really. 13-point lead on one stage for Avellino. 5-point lead for Nanterre. Nanterre's lead coming halfway through that second quarter. Rich fails on the first. Second misses as well, and Schuler snatches in the rebound. Oh, surprising empty possession for Jason Ridge then. 14 of 25, Avellino at the line. Shula now kicks it out. Shafadzik steps back, fires a tough three, and he makes it. How did it go? Shafadzik wants the foul. Incredible three from Hiko Shafadzik. Fourth three of the evening for him, and once again it's a 4-point game. Vasenko trying to back it down. Kicks it to Rich. Rich is fouled by Konate. Konate puts your hand up immediately. It's going to be team fouls against Nanterre. First against Konate. So that is the team fouls now against Nanterre. Anymore. And Avellino will be shooting, but they've got to get this possession. 3 on the clock. Rich loses his man, but comes up well short on the jump shot. Nanterre have taken away that threat of Vasenko on the inside. The crowd starting to get into this one. On the final 3 minutes this will be. Konate gives it to Shula. Shula will set the screen. Fires the three. Shula knocks it down. Well, you could see how confident he was. The moment it came out of his hands, Shula held the follow through. 13 for him, and they're within 1 now, Nanterre. Avellino fans have found their voice. Falloy goes to Lunan quickly. Lunan now for Vasenko. Fouled by Prasav, and he will go to the bench. He doesn't like the call, but I think it's the right one. Watch this, and he runs back into it. He initiates the contact right there. That's the problem. So Hadi Aminu is going to come back into the game. Aminu is a very good defender. He's had his problems with Vasenko here tonight, though. And Scrub goes out. Lorenzo Docoli replaces him. Another miss from the line. Oh, Avellino have just dried up here. Vasenko is 7 of 8. That's 1 of 2. 15 for 28 as a team they are. A lot of points to be left on the line. You see him there. Now they'd like 10 more of those to be made. An easy lead right now instead. 2-point game. Aminu rolls. He was open, but Petway fires a 3 instead. Good work from Aminu, and then Konate, and they'll save the ball. Excellent work on the offensive glass. Shafadzik stops, fires it up, and he is fouled. Filipaldo don't like the call, but excuse me, Docoli don't like the call, but I think the foul was early. Here's a foul for me. You know, on this one, there's not a lot he can do, but I think the official perhaps thought he'd missed the earlier call. So Shafadzik will be at the line. Two shots for him. First trip to the line for the German. He makes 1. Shafadzik moves to 15 points personal. The lead man for Nanterre. Steadies himself now. And the second is good as well. Here we go. 2:10 left. Tied game in Avellino. This is what it's all about. Execution down the stretch now. Rich stops, goes, throws it high. Vasenko crowded out. Konate commits a foul. Well, it's team foul, so he'll go to the line, but Konate knew exactly what he was doing there. Commits his second personal. And he'll hope that Vasenko goes 1 of 2 like he did on his last trip. First is good. Oh, he shot it so well, Vasenko, on the free throw line. Second doesn't go, and the early man in is Marty Lunan. So it is 1 point saved for Nanterre. Canate to bring it in. Here he is. Finds Shafarzik easily. And Shafarzik will bring it down the floor. Got it by Lorenzo De Cole. Going to run this same play. Looking for Shula. He'll come off the screen, Shula. Oh, he's got Aminu, who finishes the play. It's that same action for Nanterre, really causing problems. Shula off the ball screen. Shafarzik sets the back screen as well, and with the way he shot it, you've got to get out to him as Falloy responds for three. Third three of the evening for Ariel Falloy. And just like that, now it's Avellino with a 2-point lead. Shula wants it back. Shafarzik, though, will get into the lane. Finds Aminu. Aminu's jump hook doesn't go. He gets his hands on the rebound, though, and throws it out. Shula wants it. That's what he can do, Jamal Shula. The huge three. Oh, he's a big game player, isn't he, Jamal Shula? And he has stepped up here in the fourth. Nanterre now with the lead. Inside the final minute. Rich behind the back. Dances in. Doesn't get the finish. It goes out of bounds. It's Nanterre possession. Rich wanted the foul. He will not get it, though. And so Nanterre, what an opportunity for them. They will advance the ball after the timeout. They'll have the opportunity to draw something up. Rich said he got hit on the back of the head by Aladi Aminu. But first look, I thought maybe it did. On that angle, I'm not so sure. But it's all about this possession now. Nanterre will have it. A 1-point lead for them. Surely they will go to Shula. Look perhaps for that ball screen, back screen action that's been working so well for them.
In the corner like this. Okay, now we give them this ball and after we score. Come on.
Still so much to play for here. 79 plays 78, 51 seconds. This is the drive from Jason Rich. What a behind the back. Sure what that was. He lays it up. Just can't hit it. And then fight for the rebound. 3 players got hands on it. Last one was Vasenko. I think that's what I call it. Let's have a look. Wow, I just don't know. Every time I see it, I have a different thought. First time, one from the backboard. It did look like he was fouled, Jason Rich, but on the other angles, I'm not so sure. So you're going to have another timeout called here. The official's gone to the monitor. Is that it? No, it is a second timeout. End-line possession. Timeout was taken by Avellino rather than Nanterre. So that means it's an end-line possession rather than the extended, the front court for Nanterre. If they had called it, doesn't matter. It'll give them the opportunity to run some time off the clock. They safely get it over the halfway line and into the hands of Hiko Shafarzik. Now, with 12 on the clock, he goes to Canate, and it is the play for Shula. Here he has it with 8. Shula off the screen. They switch. Shafarzik's wide open. Shafarzik on the floor, goes all the way. Can't finish, but will be at the line for 2 shots. Well, it's the play we anticipated. Shafarzik was wide open, and he smartly didn't force the 3. Put it on the floor, and yeah, clear foul. So Hiko Shafarzik with a strong game here tonight will be at the line and a chance to really give a great opportunity for his team. 33-year-old now, Hiko Shafarzik makes number 1, using all that experience. member of the German national team in years gone by. This to make it a 3-point game. Plenty of time left, though. Shafarzik can't hit it. The rebound tipped by Aminu. And it will go to Avellino. Shafarzik, a 93% foul shooter on the season. Only goes 1 of 2. Shows you what pressure can do. And Avellino, a 2 to tie, a 3 to take the lead. Falloy picks it up, finds Rich. Rich goes hard to the ring, steps through, can't finish. Putback doesn't go. Lunan finishes it off. He ties the game. 11 seconds remain as Marty Lunan gets the offensive putback. And a timeout will be called by Nanterre. Wow. Oh, I couldn't expect anything less, could you? A tied game here, 11 seconds remaining. These two teams battling it out in Group D. And not be separated right now. And it's going to be one final chance, though, for Avellino to get the score.
Attention, on the pick and roll. We push on the screen and stepping out and no inside for switch. Okay, push on the screen, switch everything aggressive for no easy pull and jump. E fai play because rebound. Dai che la prendiamo, dai!
This is where the coaches earn their money. Nanterre have been using that same play to great success as we see Lunan get that score. Will they go back to it once more? And for Avellino, so they're going to switch all the actions. It will give up a mismatch. And a smaller lineup here. So see if Jamal Schuler will try and take advantage of that. He will be the trigger man, bringing it in. Shafarzik is denied. They've got to get it in. Schuler just manages to get it to Shafarzik, and he's out of bounds. Well, great switching defense from Avellino. They force the turnover. And they're going to have 10 seconds in order to win this game. They'll bring it in from the sideline, and surely Fosenko will set foot on the floor, and they will get him a touch. Well, let's watch this. Watch the feet of Heiko Shafarzik coming towards it. Couldn't see it, but he knew it happened. Lunan right there, pointing it out to the official. What a game this has been. Let's have another look. Shafarzik, oh yeah, right on the money. Great camera work there. Lunan forces him to catch it with his foot on the line. So now it is Avellino's chance to execute and win the game. Let's see it one more time. Oh, a little foot. Fosenko is back in. Yeah, he is. What a game he's had so far. Would it get him another touch? Falloy screens for Rich. Rich gets it. 6 on the clock. Couple of dribbles. He's got to go. Pulls up. Tough shot. Rich for the win. Doesn't go in, and we are heading to overtime. Jason Rich had the look, but he couldn't knock it down. Fosenko made a meal of the rebound, but we are tied at 80 here, and we will get 5 more minutes. Wow, what a game this has been. A 3-point shooting, incredible from Nanterre, 15 for 30. But Avellino, they've just been milking Fosenko, 23 and 8 for the big man. The fourth quarter in favor of Nanterre. We said they had the opportunity to get back, and they took it. Will they use that momentum and take this game in the last 5 minutes? Well, we've had a Christmas bonus here tonight. 5 more minutes coming to you. It will be Nanterre with the first possession. Tied at 80 after 4 minutes. We will be heading to overtime. Fesenko leads the way, 23 points, 8 rebounds for him. As Rich steps in and helps with 12 points. But he was 4 of 16 from the field in regulation. And he could not get the go-ahead score, the game-winning shot. For Nanterre, that backcourt. Shula 16, Shafardik 17. Petway as well, 12. Now the clock is set. 5 more minutes then. First possession for Nanterre. Shafardik has it. He's going to go back to that ball screen, back screen. Here it is. Shula coming high, foul. So team fouls means he will be at the line. Jamal Shula. Chance to get the first score in overtime. 3 of 3 now for him on the game. 17 points. He ties Shafardik as the lead man for Nanterre. And perhaps most importantly, gets his team that slender lead. Can't hit the second though. Floy. Noonan to Rich. Now Locole. Back to Floy. Floy gets into the lane, finds Fesenko! Easy for the big man. Best look he's had since the first quarter, that one. 25 now for him. He gives Avellino the lead. We're saying that a fair bit here. Shula's going to draw another foul. Fesenko picks it up. It's only his 3rd foul, though. Just that little hesitation. That's where Fesenko struggles. So Shula went 1 of 2 last time. That's the friendly roll. Shot it slightly better, Nanterre. 9 of 13 now for a team. Avellino have missed 14 free throws in this game. 16 for 30. Rich. Oh, he loses it. He had Fesenko open as well. Now the foul against Aminu, his 4th. Well, Aminu can't afford to foul out here because they've already lost Kassav Duktil with 5 fouls. And if Aminu goes, they're down to just Pansa, Jean-Marc Pansa, the 20-year-old. So Fesenko will go out. See if can get a better defensive sequence without him on the floor, perhaps Avellino. Rich to the line. Oh, Rich just 2 of 7 from the free throw line. And such great numbers coming into tonight. Averaging 17 points per game. He might get to 17 with this extra time, but it's not been on a good percentage as Lunan is going to grab the offensive rebound. It's tipped away by Shula. But that's mistakes all round. First Rich missing the 2, and then Lunan, look, Nanterre fall asleep twice. They give up the offensive rebound, and then they allow just a simple cut and finish. Not the time to lose your concentration. Avellino, the 1-point lead now. Shula collects it. Pulls Aminu, pushes him down to screen. Petway takes the tough pull-up. Doesn't get it to go. I'm not sure that's the shot that Nanterre won. Pull-up jump shot from Petway, fading away as Rich goes to the ring. Lays it up, but it comes out. Great work on the glass for Zerini. And now Rich spins and gets it to go. All offensive rebounds killing Nanterre. They've given up back-to-back second shot opportunities for Avellino. And that is why they now have this 3-point lead. 86 plays 83. Shafardzik can't get it to go. Lunan, an easy rebound. And they will be in no hurry. Avellino waiting. There's Rich. Again goes to the ring. But once more, he can't finish. Rich, 5 of 19 from the field. Nanterre just one shot away from this one. The way they shoot the ball, Schuler nearly loses it. Switching defense. Aminu steps through. Can't finish. Offense has dried up for both teams. You can see the physical drain this has been as they're slow to get down the floor. Falloy, the runner. He comes up short. Schuler will look to push. As it tipped away, but he's fouled and he will go back to the line. Jamal Schuler. Both teams with mistakes. Schuler will go to the line. He's 5 of 6 on the game. Hessen's going to come back in for Aminu. They'll go really small here. Nanterre. It will work as long as Fasenko's not on the floor, though. He doesn't look like he's going to sub back in. And one thing you can guarantee with Miles Hessen is he will bring some energy. Schuler makes the first. And he keeps examining his hand. Schuler, it's right here, I think. I think he runs into the leg of Marty Lunan. Maybe the finger. But it doesn't affect the shooting for Jamal Schuler. So, Nanterre within one now. And Avellino with the ball. Lunan picks it up, goes back to Falloy. And now Falloy against Hessen. Spins and lays it up. Great play from Falloy. Falloy stepping up. We know his ability to shoot the ball, but he's shown an ability to get to the ring now. Schuler. Well guarded, so Shafardzik draws the contact and he will go to the line. Zarini picks up his third. First is good. Well, Shafardzik and Schuler will be the reason that Nanterre win this game. 18-19 for Shafardzik, 21 for Schuler. And it's between the two of them. They're now 12 for 14 from the line. Falloy to Rich. And again, they're letting Rich try and take them home. He goes to the ring and gets the roll. Oh, Jason Rich comes up with the goods on that possession. He missed a couple, but look at this for a finish. Rich elevates, takes the contact, and gets the little upsy-daisy to go too. 3-point game. This would make it a 2-possession game. If he can make the bonus, he does. And how important that may be. Nanterre can't tie it with a 3 now. Switching defense again. And Rich is going to call for the foul to send Miles Hessen to the line. So Hessen to the stripe for the first time. 5 points on the game for him. Makes the first, coming off that knee injury. Tore his ACL. Sat out for the last 9 months, Miles Hessen. This is his first game back for Nanterre. And he makes 2 big foul shots. Very confident indeed from him. Makes it a 2-point game. We're inside the final minute of overtime. Or should I say the first period of overtime. Jason Rich is going to come get it once more. They'll get the switch onto Hessen. Once more, he tacks against Miles Hessen. Rich flips it up, doesn't go. And Canate comes in with a rebound, and then a foul is going to be called against Zerini. His fourth will send Canate to the line. Canate 2 of 2 on the night. Will have a chance to tie this one again. Better defensive play from Hessen that time. There was no foul on the play. And between Hessen, Petway and Canate, they do a good job of squeezing the rebound. Now Fesenko's going to come back here. Zerini goes to the bench. Good substitution this. They'll feed Fesenko, see if he can get a score. And it's Canate makes the first. And the second. We're tied at 91. How will they guard Fesenko? That's the question. It's going to be Hessen who's going to give up a lot of size to guard Fesenko. Instead, they'll switch. Schuler trying to fight with him on the inside. 10 seconds on the clock now. Rich clears out. Attacks against Hessen. Gets into lane. Finds Fesenko. Hessen takes it away, but it's a foul. There's a good rotation. Hessen got back into the play once he had been beaten here. Look at this. And he gets the arm of Fesenko, who will be at the line. Fesenko, 9 of 12. Makes the first. Still plenty of time, though. Nanterre, no. At worst, they'll be down by 2, even if he makes this shot. And he does. The most important thing about that, perhaps, is that Fesenko can now sub himself out. And he will be replaced by that man there, Thomas Scrub. Scrub will come back. Nanterre trailing by 2. Will call the timeout, advance the ball, and try and win this game once again.
Fesenko, il est là. On donne la balle à Maïs. D'accord? Après, on va...
For the stepping out is like this. We don't want 3 points. And after, when they shot, we got even rebound. Attention, because they pass the ball out for shot. We switch everything. Hey guys, when it's a contact, show the hand up. Hand like this, inside. Don't the hands in the ball, to the body. Come on, hey, in the corner, yes, come on.
Once more, we're down to money time. 14 seconds left. Nanterre trailing by 2 have advanced the ball. They get a chance to tie it or win it with a 3. Don't forget the way they've shot it here, 15 for 30 as a team. It's into the hands of Schuler. He's the key guy. He's got the switch against Marty Loon, and he'll clear out here. Schuler, 5 seconds. Goes to the back door, cut. Canate lays it up. I thought there was a whistle, there wasn't. Canate's going to score or to tie the game. 0.5 of a second to go. Timeout called by Avellino. Look at this cut. Well, that's just a great play from Canate. You've got to say Falloy, though, will have nightmares over that one tonight. Just took his eye off his man, let him cut back door. It looked as though Schuler had taken too long off the time. And we may well have 5 more minutes here. They will advance the ball. Avellino, and they will need to get basically a tip at the ring. You've got to be careful of any back screens if you're Nanterre. They do not want to fall asleep here. Oh, it looked like Avellino had this one all wrapped up. This is what basketball's all about. So from the side, Lunan will be the entry man. 0.5 of a second remaining. Fesenko rolls, he gets it! He gets it away, but Fesenko can't finish. Incredible! He's 8 of 9 for the field, and it was perhaps the easiest look he had all night. Fesenko misses, and we are heading to a second overtime. Tied at 93. Well, at this point in time, you've got to ask, who's going to have players left? And you see the statistics. I'm just checking the fouls. Zarini has 4. Locoli has 4. Rich has 3. And Fesenko has 3. They're the keys for Avellino. On the other side for Nanterre, they've probably got more worries. Aminu 4 fouls. Remember, Passavdu Tilla's already gone. So, and then 3 fouls for Hessen, 3 for Chuafe, and 3 for Petway. So perhaps the one saving grace for Nanterre is Shafardzik, and he only has 2, and so does Schüller. Wow. Look at this, great pass. I mean, he got just so open. The reaction tells it all for Fesenko. 27 points on the night, Fesenko. 8 for 9 for the field, and then he misses that one. Nice back screen. Just a miscommunication from Nanterre as to what they're doing. So Avellino's chance, their opportunity to start with the ball here in the Palazzetto dello Sport, the hometown arena in Avellino. And it is Christmas, and the gift that keeps on giving is this game here tonight. We're into our second overtime. As Feloy controls the play, goes to Lunen. No look into Fesenko. Here he is, guarded by Hessen. And Miles Hessen's going to pick up number 4. Fesenko to the line. Nicola goes out. Fesenko's been so good from the free throw line. 12 of 15. Can't hit the second though. That way snatches it in. Schüller comes off the screen from Hessen. He's going to pop. Schüller's got him. Hessen can shoot it. Wide open. In and out though. It was a well-designed play. It was a good shot for Nanterre. Miles Hessen doesn't get this one to go though. And Avellino will have the ball. Fittipaldo with possession. Goes to Rich. Rich has 10 assists on the game. Haven't mentioned that. He has shared the ball well. And now he pulls up. Can't get the finish. Fesenko blows the layup. And chance to run. Schüller pushing it to Petway. Feet set. Can't get it going, Petway. He started the game so brightly from the perimeter. But a shot kind of deserted him in the last few quarters. 4 of 13 he is now. Feloy spins and shoots over Shafardzik. So under control, Feloy. Into the lane, just spins away from the defender. And a 3-point Avellino lead now. Petway, oh, that's a much better play. Said he's struggling from the field. He's been settling for that jump shot. That time, used his athleticism to get to the ring. Feloy feeds to the inside. Rich turns and finishes. Easy finish for Rich. I haven't gone back to the play. The screen, full screen, back screen. As Hessen gets the easy finish. Off the nice feed from Schüller. And the defense on both teams looking a little leggy right now. Rich. Off the screen, into the lane. Foul against Hessen, and the score. Well, Hessen's going to be foul out on that one, and he gives up an and one. Just a loose arm from him. So he goes to the bench, Miles Hessen. Aladi Aminu comes back in. Aminu has 4 fouls as well. No, it's not going to work as much now because Fesenko will go out. And Zarini comes in. The full screen, back screen play from Nanterre, they just got so much of in that fourth quarter where they made the comeback. Haven't used it at all in overtime. Schuler pulls up, tough three. Doesn't go, and this is where Avellino have a chance to turn the screws. 4-point game. What a score here would do for their lead. For this game, Falloy. He thought about the three. And now he'll take it. In and out, though. Both teams with the opportunity. Schuler behind the back. Schuler has to throw it out to Konate. He has Aminu on the inside. Aminu. Oh, awkward looking shot for Alade. Aminu gets it. Finds Petway. Petway knocks it down. It's a better look. Well, Petway in rhythm. Makes the three. And just when you thought Avellino had this one tied up, once again, it's a 1-point game. Under 2 in second overtime here. Rich into the lane. Fittipaldi can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. It's Falloy who picks it up, just being in the right place at the right time. Falloy trying to find some room. Pulls up over Petway. Doesn't get it. And Nanterre win the fight for the rebound. So Shafazik organising, telling Schuler what he needs to run. Schuler gets it over. Here is Petway. They're looking for Aminu. Oh, good take from Aminu, but he has it taken away by Falloy. Just when it looked like Alade Aminu was going to get the score. In comes Falloy to get the steal. So Rich's ball. He'll go against Aminu, who's got 4 fouls. Rich doesn't get the 3, and an offensive foul will be the end of the night for Zarini. His push in the back. Watch this, yeah, clear foul. Yeah, just levered his man out of the way. Can't do that. It'll be the end of the game for the number 0. He will leave with 4 points, 10 rebounds. Fesenko will come in, which will help them offensively. But, of course, defensively, yeah, can be something that is exposed at times. Konate at the line. Oh, you saw the grimace when he shot the ball. First miss from the stripe for him. Second is good. Ties it. So whistle. It's just having a look at the score. It incorrectly showed 102-101. It's 101 apiece. As Lunan will go to the line. Konate picks up the foul. His 4th, I believe. Defensive substitutions from Avellino. Fesenko goes out. Scrub comes in. Lunan makes the foul shot. I'm going to switch everything here. As Lunan misses it, Schuler. What a play from Schuler. Came in and tapped it away. And I don't know if it was going to drop or not, but Schuler with a very heady play indeed. And they're going to go back to this ball screen action here. Schuler comes to collect it. No, Konate all the way. Glides in, plus the foul. Konate recognised the denial. Went all the way for 2. Look at this finish. Oh, takes the hit of Rich. Canate will go to the line for the bonus as well. Rich picks up his 4th foul of the game. And Canate has his team the lead. And adds the bonus as well. He's fired up. 30 seconds remain. Second overtime. Nanterre finally have the lead. Falloy backs it out against Schuler. Falloy now spins. Comes back on the foul line. In and out. The offensive rebound for Lunan. Rich for 3. Doesn't get it. Aminu snatches in the rebound. Schuler has it, and he is going to be fouled. Nanterre, who have their first lead in overtime. They have never led. The last time they led was about a minute to go in regulation. Previous to that, it wasn't since the second quarter. And Nanterre, with 5 seconds remaining, have a 2-point lead. They're at the line. Schuler, a chance to ice the game here. Makes the first. Now this is the important one to make it a 2-possession game. Schuler, 8 of 9 from the line. 22 points. Makes it 23. And he gives his team the 4-point lead. Jamal Schuler, ice cold veins. Avellino. They've got some work to do now. They called a timeout. They will advance the ball. They've got to go quickly. They've got 5 seconds remaining. They have to score and immediately foul or steal it.
Here, Martin from 3. We score and immediately press for foul. Score immediately press for foul.
Nanterre. Well, you would think they can't give this one away, but the way this game has gone, you will never know. It is a 4-point lead here. 106 plays 102. 5 seconds left in the second overtime. Lunan will bring it in. Look for Falloy quickly. Fosenko has it. Now Lunan for 3. Can't get it. And Nanterre will escape here from Avellino with victory. What a game this has been. A fantastic spectacle to watch. It is what Basketball Champions League action is all about. Nanterre will take this one in 2 overtimes. 106-102. The stunned crowd in Avellino, they saw their team lead repeatedly throughout overtime, throughout the second overtime, before Nanterre snatched victory from them down the stretch. Canate with the huge play. He made 2 free throws and then the and one drive. Really was the difference. So Nanterre, we said, come into this one off the disappointment of that defeat against Chesnimberg last week. They will leave Avellino and head to the Christmas break with a victory. It will see them jump up the standings. They now have 6 wins and 3 losses. They are tied with Chesnimberg in second position. And it really was a remarkable victory for Nanterre. The 3-point shooting from them really was the difference. 47% and 22 for 26 from the free throw line. You know, those 2 statistics for them, as Avellino will rue the 18 missed foul shots that they had in the game. Just 22 of 40 Avellino through the game. And the Nanterre fans here have made the journey. Delighted with victory. What a game this has been. Jamal Schuler stepped up. 23 points, 9 assists for Schuler. And he had a host of other guys. Shafardzik 19, Petway 17, Canate 17 as well. Canate and Petway had a couple of big plays in that second overtime to help their team. But for Avellino, you can't ignore the individual performances of Fosenko, the double-double, 28 and 11. And then also Jason Rich, 22 and 10. So there is the Group D standings. Avellino jump into the top four, or stay in the top four. Nanterre will move into joint second with Chisinenberg as they both try and chase down Besiktas. But both teams are in that top four and are alive for a chance of making the playoffs. Well, it has been a joy to join you here from Avellino tonight. I will leave you with the highlights, and there is a lot of them, for what has been one of the most entertaining games of this Basketball Champions League season. Nanterre eventually take it in 2 overtimes over Avellino. It is 106 to 102. And the French team will go into the break high off the victory here. So I will say good night. It has been a pleasure to join you. Make sure you stay tuned to Live Basketball for all the Basketball Champions League action throughout the season.